how are things going for you in camp so far?
It's going well. Everything's going smoothly, fast paced. I like it and all that. I love school.
Is it the offense you hoped it would be when you came
Yeah,
here?
really. It opened my eyes a lot more than what I expected, but hey, I'm here now.
Is it kind of strange to look around the huddle with all these receivers you have here and just see all the guys that can play?
Yeah, it is strange. We all got people that can play at different positions, so we all compete for a spot.
A lot of people, when they come here, they have to get used to the way Coach Mike Leach does things. You've been through a coach nationally and on television where we get to see did things differently. How similar or different are those two head coaches?
That's totally different coaches. Coach Brown's more outspoken and mother F you and bring you in the next day and tell him we love you and all that. But Mike Leach is a more low-key coach, understandable, and off the guru, so it's different.
If they had cameras at Washington State and did a show, how crazy would this show be?
It would be. It wouldn't be as crazy as Independence, but it'll be a show. Yeah.
What was that like to go back and watch your season last year on behind the scenes? Was it kind of what you experienced, or was it different?
It was totally different because they showed a few things that that a lot of people didn't know about us, and they missed a lot of things too they don't know about us.
Was it something that you weren't on it a lot, other than catching touchdowns?
Yeah.
You just wasn't your thing, or how did that go?
During the season, I was recorded a lot. I guess they pick and choose what they want to use and make the show better. So I guess I wasn't good enough.
You weren't dramatic enough?
Yeah, I wasn't dramatic enough.
You were going to class, so you weren't part of the storyline.
Yeah.
Is that kind of how that was? The people that we saw were the people that were kind of maybe on the bubble, and someone that was committed like you didn't get the spotlight?
Not necessarily. Some people, they still went to class and did what they needed to do and all that. But I guess they just portrayed it to be somebody they're not in some situations like that. Other than that, they did good.
You had one coach that had 4 Cadillacs. You have another coach that walks to practice.
Yeah.
Is that just kind of how those two guys are?
I guess so. Coach Brown's a very outspoken person. He loves cars. He loves his house. He loves cigars. He's just a guy like that.
Do you keep in touch with the guys when you were watching the show? Did you kind of make fun of some guys and they go back at you?
Yeah. I spoke to Emmett Gooden a few times during the show and all that. He was on it quite a bit, so we made fun of each other a few times.
Yeah. Awesome.
With Coach Spurrier, what kind of coach do you think he is as far as being hands-on and energetic? It seems like he's brings the energy every day to practice.
Yeah, he's very energetic. He's a great coach. He comes from a really thick bloodline, and I respect him for that. He only wants what's best for us, and he puts us in situations where we can make plays.
How has he made you better as a receiver so far?
He's taught me a lot of stuff that I haven't and didn't know about coming from JUCO, because JUCO was it's big-time football, but it's not as big as Power 5 Pac-12 football.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a nice day.